tell me if I'm wrong, I can see it in your eyes when that you're feeling my past, baby, you ain't gotta lie. I've been waiting all day to get with you, shawty, you know you my boo. I got all this shit for you, girl. Let's get tonight, shawty, let's get.
Alright, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Tessa, and today's video we're going to be talking about like post office update. I've been working for the post office since October, so I'm going to give you guys the possibly last video that you'll hear me talking about the post office, because I left today, I quit today, and there's a reason for all that. I'm going to give y'all the whole journey that I experienced working at the post office. So okay, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment down below, leave your experiences that you experienced with the post office. If you have any questions for me, you can ask me questions, and also make sure you watch the full video so you get the full spill on how they operate, or how the whole post office people operate. Like, I'm going to give you everything in detail, or as much detail as I can. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started with this video. Okay, so I started the job, I want to say in October, the end of October, but I've been dealing with the process since because I know I left my other job, and I didn't leave it, it was a temporary job. So that was in like July, June, July. So maybe like September or August, like when I started the whole fingerprinting process, the whole academy process, orientation. Like that process takes a little minute, because it takes them a minute to get back with you, unless you know you either got the job, or if you did get the job, it takes them a minute to get back to you to even start the fingerprinting process. So it took a while. But yeah, so that whole process of like getting hired and actually starting took maybe about 2 months or 3 months to actually get there. But so I got the job. I was like, okay, cool. You know, the job, I was working in the ARC position. Now in the description of the job, it said that, you know, we was like a holiday weekend type employee, so we're only supposed to work Sundays. We were only supposed to work Sundays. Well, that's, you know, what the little details of what a rundown of what an ARC does. That's what it said. It said we was gonna work Sunday, possibly Saturday, like on the weekends. And that's what I was also told, like when I went into the post office one day, because we had to turn in paperwork, and I asked her, like, as far as the schedule, if I wanted to work Saturday, because I know that's an option for me to do. Can I work Saturday so I can work Saturday and Sunday and try to make, you know, some more money? So she was like, yeah, okay, you know. I thought she was cool, or whatever the case may be. Before I actually started, I did ask her, like, I was like, am I supposed to get drug tests? Like, I never got an appointment or anything the case may be, and I'm just sitting here pretty much waiting to work. I want to work because I'm trying to make some type of money. And so I called the office, and no, I spoke with her right there. She said she had to speak with HR. I called her, said what's going on. She said she had to speak with HR. You know, I'm sitting here just still waiting. She said if she doesn't get anything from HR by someday, but like within that week, then she's gonna go ahead and just tell me to come in. And that's what ended up happening. HR did not call her back. I ended up working on a Sunday, and it was cool. You know, the rest of the week I was off, and then I want to say after that I was off Monday. Then they called me in on Tuesday, and then I was working Tuesday, Wednesday. I was off Thursday. I worked Friday, Saturday. So I was off only Monday and Thursday that week. And I was just like, wait a minute. I wasn't aware that I can be worked like that. Like, I like the money. The job seemed cool at first. At first, it seems very cool. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, you know, I got the time. You know, the kids was at home and with my hubby, you know, they were fine. So I was like, all right, cool. You know, we can try it out. we can try working that many days a week. So we did that, and then see what happened, because I want to give y'all the full rundown. So pretty much I'm gonna add clips in of like the experience that I experienced, like being outside, delivering packages, all the stuff. So I experienced a lot of animals: donkeys, goats, chickens, roosters, turkeys, what is it called, geese. Seen a lot of those. Deers, dark, rain, wet, muddy, frost. It was an experience, and I'm going to show y'all all the clips because it was just crazy. There was an incident where pretty much I was going to this person's house to deliver their package. They have like 5 houses on one lot, so it was very confusing. All the houses didn't have the number of the house or the name of the house on there, so I could know where to deliver the package to, because the GPS just led me in that area, but it didn't tell me exactly which house it was. So I had drove down more on the lot, and there was a house, like the last house pretty much, that was in the back. So I went there because I was like, okay, maybe it's this house, because I think I delivered to this house before, and it was like once before. But I was like, I think I delivered to this house before. So I went over there, not thinking of anything, because on the floor it just looked like leaves and gravel, rocks, and all that. That's all I seen. So I ended up getting stuck in some mud. I'm going to show you guys some clips of when I got stuck in the mud. But I ended up getting stuck in the mud. The people came out cussing me out, and lady had said something. Thankfully, my husband was on the phone, and he told me to don't argue with these people, because I feel like I was about to forget that I was at work and say a few words to that lady and her husband, because it was honestly an accident. Like, I was pretty much revving to try to get out of the mud, because I've almost got stuck in mud other times, and all I did was like rev quickly out of the whatever I was in, and I was able to get out. Or I would back up a little bit and then try it again, and I was able to get out. This time I was revving for a little minute, and I ended up pretty much just kept getting stuck and stuck and stuck in the dirt. Tow truck had to come, and I had to wait for a tow truck anyway, because the people said they didn't want me on their lot anymore. So they told me, don't, stop revving it up. You might as well go ahead and wait for a tow truck. I said, all right, cool. So I rolled up my windows and got tow truck out here. I was able to get out and finish my delivery or whatever the case may be. So let's go backtrack. So pretty much like I was saying before, I started working a lot more days, and then it was just one day I came to work, and I was told like other like employees there, like there's like a little, I don't want to say drama, like a lot, certain people there got like nasty attitudes. Certain people you gotta watch and be careful for, because they two-faced. There's a lot of drama that happens at the post office. A lot of people that talk crap. Even the managers or the bosses that are there, it's just toxic. But yeah, it was a day that I had came in, and it was a Sunday, and I was delivering packages. I thought I was doing good, I thought I was going good, but it started to get dark. I have anxiety, so it was dark. I didn't know where I was. My phone kept losing signal. I seen deers in the road. I almost, if I would have backed up even more one time, I would have fell off like I want to say a ledge. I don't think it's necessarily like a cliff, but it's like a deep, I would have fell, and it wouldn't have been good. So that day, I was really freaking out, and I didn't want to deliver these packages. And good thing one of the ladies there, she just told me to come back. But I was tight. I was tight at the fact that I still had to finish or try to finish delivering those packages, because that's how the boss there was. She didn't really care if you were out having an anxiety attack out in the dark. But yeah, so the lady there, the clerk there, she was pretty much just like, oh, you can go ahead and bring your packages back. It's okay. And I was like, cool, because in my mind, I was going to bring them back regardless. I wasn't I wasn't doing that. Like, no, that's not what I signed up for. I didn't know I was gonna have to be out in the late dark seeing deers and dangerous crap going on, my phone losing signal. Like, no, I don't like that, because if something happened, how was I supposed to contact somebody if I'm in an area I don't know and my phone is losing signal? That's a bad combination. So we came back, and that happened. Next day, I was gonna deliver those packages, and she was like, no, we need you on this route. I was like, but you know, these are my packages, and I didn't want her to put the work on someone else, because she tends to do that as well. So I felt bad, and she just told me, she was like, no, we need you on this route. I said, okay, cool. So I did that route or whatever, and I was getting to learn the route, and it got to a point where they were calling me, and, you know, asking me, like, how many packages we got left, or where we at, you know, stuff like that. You know, they was getting on my back some more. I didn't really like that, but I was cool with it, because the lady that did call me, she was a very sweet lady. So when I knew it was her, I didn't have like any pissed off emotions or anything. It was just, you know, chill, like, oh, okay, I get it. I'm trying to hurry up and get back, or I'm gonna go ahead and deliver these packages, or whatever the case may be. So that's what happened that day. She didn't talk to me about the fact that I brought packages back. She didn't say another word. I want to say, let's see what happened next. Okay, cool. So payday came around. So let me go back a little bit. So the first time I got paid from the post office, it was later than I was supposed to get paid, for one. For two, when I actually did get paid, I was missing 8 hours. I was missing 8 hours, and I was trying to figure out how, because I gave all the paperwork that had my time on it, but my time wasn't entered in. The 8 hours was missing. So I went to go talk to the manager about that. I was very calm, cool, and collected when I spoke to her. Didn't give her any attitude or anything. I was very calm. I was trying to be understanding. Like, I know it can get rough in the post office and you may forget, but I need my 8 hours. So she was okay, cool. I'm going to get it on next check or whatever the case may be. That's what she said. So fast forward. We get paid again. We're supposed to get paid again. I came into the office, and then I was told that I was only going to receive 65% of my check. Now, mind you, it went from, oh, you're only going to be working on Sunday, possibly Saturdays, to me working 6 days a week, me working hours between 6 to 11 hours a day, coming home at late, tired, or whatever the case may be. So, and then now, oh, you're only going to get paid 65% of your check, and it's going to be paid through money order. I'm only 24. I have not dealt with a lot of money orders. That money order that they gave me, I thought I was going to be cool and just go to Walmart near my house to cash it. And they was like, oh, no, this is a, we don't cash these, the post office money orders. We don't cash them. So I'm like, wow, okay. So I tried my bank on my phone to see if I could take a picture of it. For some reason it didn't work, and I think it's because it was a money order. So then I tried my husband's Navy Federal account, because my Navy Federal was still new, so I couldn't do it then. So I tried to use his, but it said no as well. And it's probably because it had my name on it. So I went to a post office, and they was like, they didn't have this amount of money. They was only able to give me $200 out of the other amount that I had. And that, I got upset, because I'm like, okay, so this means, pretty much I figured out that the only way I can cash it in is to go to a post office, by the way. But I was like, so this means I'm going to have to be going around figuring out which post office has this amount of money so that I can get my money. Don't like you. And then two, every time I go on the websites to go check like your statements of like your hours and how much you get paid, so you keep track of that, because it is good to keep track of that. But every time that I went on there, it said $0, it said 0 hours, it said pretty much nothing. And I was just thinking to myself, like, something ain't right, because why am I not seeing my hours? I need to make sure I check my hours. How was I supposed to know that that amount of money that I was paid through the money order was the correct thing? I wouldn't know. So I was upset about that. I did call HR. First, HR lady told me that that's unusual. We're gonna have to escalate the call to speak to someone higher up to figure out what's going on, because honestly, if they just do it by money order, that can mess up me getting my taxes on time. So I didn't like that as well. So after I was told I was only going to get paid 65 cents, and I did continue to work there. She told me I was going to get the other percentage on my next check. Which I'm not sure if I actually received, because I can't see the hours of last check to actually count up everything to make sure that I received it. So, yeah, I was told that. Then it was the day that I came into work, and it was another Sunday. And it got dark again. And I pretty much, nobody at that office knew, but I didn't continue delivering those packages. There was this one girl, she was really nice. She helped me out. She came, she pulled up, she grabbed some packages, and, tried to help me out. But in my mind, I was already saying, no, I'm not doing this. I ended up going to a gas station to put gas in my truck, put gas in there, and then I ended up going to the bathroom because I had to pee. And I grabbed some snacks, and I was just sitting at like a store eating my snacks and waiting for them to be like, hey, y'all can come back. Because I was like, I'm not driving in this mad dark, can't see where I'm going. Then y'all want me to rush and hurry up and get back. I anytime they start rushing me, I miss stuff. Either I forget to scan something and I have to go back and scan it, or I miss the street that I was supposed to go on, or something like that. Whenever you're rushed, things can tend to get jittery. And like I said, plus I have anxiety, so that doesn't mix well. So I sat my happy behind in the parking lot, eating my snacks and just chilling until it was time to go. I got a call, and they was like, how you doing with the packages? Somebody's about to come out and help you. Well, she already did help me. But still after she helped me, I still went to go sit right back somewhere to eat my snacks or just sit there. Then after a while, I was like, yo, I'm bringing these packages back. I want to go home. It's starting to get late. I want to go home. So we got to the office. My boss, my manager at the time, she was going off on one of the clerks that was there and saying, they don't need to be bringing no packages back. All them packages needs to get delivered. And I was looking like, who? Like, oh, you must about to be, come up here and deliver these packages because it's mad late and it's cold. Like, how are we supposed to see? And I just said it out loud, but in my head, I'm like, who she think is about to go out there and deliver these packages? So I clocked out and I was ready to go, but the clerk had said who was there. She said my name and the 3 other girls that was there, and I was like, wow, why would you do that? Because now we gotta go. Now she knows that we're still here. So thankfully that I already had told, okay, so my husband had to use the car to go take the kids out to have fun at the square for Christmas. So he had to drop me off at work. So that day, thankfully, I asked my husband to come pick me up. But this was before we knew we had to go back out for the second trip in the dark. So I think by the time we did that, it's like 8, 9 something. So just imagine how dark it is outside, and we have to go back out. That was her orders. So he was there. My husband was there. So pretty much I went to go deliver some packages, and he followed behind me. That way I feel more safe, and he sees like, he's there with me pretty much. So the packages got delivered or whatever. The next day, I came into work. My boss pulls me to the side, and she's like, what's going on? Like, you can't bring packages back. That's a no. We can't do that anymore. And you also, we giving you these certain amount of packages. You're not delivering it by this certain time. I need you to move faster. And I was like, oh, I wish somebody would have told me that. I wish somebody would have told me that I was going slow, or there was a certain time that I need to be back, delivering these packages. I wish somebody would have told me that. She goes, yeah, I'm your boss, and I'm supposed to tell you that, and I'm telling you that now. I said, oh, well, I wish somebody would have told me that before. She was like, Tessa, calm down. And then I just had to woosah, and I didn't say anything. I was just like, I was ready for her to get the hell out of my face, in all honesty. Like, she don't need to be rushing nobody, especially if she can't do those packages in the amount of time that she wants us to get them done. She don't, no. She was also like, I don't like the fact that I had to be cold and my weekend being ruined because y'all bringing packages back or whatever the case may be. Who gives a rat's about your weekend? Our weekend is already ruined because we're so tired to really do anything on our one day off, or when we get off. We're too tired to do anything. So nobody cares about your weekend. Then she goes, I've been in 100% with this job for a long time and now my numbers are slipping. Nobody cares about your numbers, man. I care about my life, and it starts getting too dark and I don't know where I'm at. I'm going. I'm leaving. Like, she better be glad my husband was there, because if he wasn't, I wouldn't do those packages. Unless me and it was 4 girls, so we was all gonna huddle up in one truck and deliver it. So if that would have happened, then I would have been good, because we all 4 together, not by myself. But like I said, she better be glad my husband was there, because I would have left. I seriously would have left. So I didn't like that conversation me and her had. I didn't like it. So afterwards, kind of felt like she was just picking at me, you know, like, I guess trying to get under my skin. There was one moment where this lady was asking me, was I using that pulley? But my boss, she told me to wait because she was possibly going to put me on a different route to do. Even though I was already starting the route that I normally start, she decided to come in there and say, oh wait, let me see if, you know, you can do another route. So I was standing there and the lady was like, are you going to use that, or is you just on standby? And what I know is a lot of people at the post office that got nasty ass attitudes. So I was just like, yeah, the reason why I'm not using it is because I'm waiting on so-and-so to give me orders. And my manager, she was just like, Tessa, she's just, she can go ahead and use it. I told her to go ahead and use it, or something. In my head, I'm just like, yeah, but she asked, was I going to use it? And that's why I said I'm waiting on you to give me orders. Like, I don't understand why she had to jump in. It wasn't conversation, you know, it was A and B, and she just threw herself in there. I don't know why she did that, but I was just like, what was that offer needed for? But the lady, she took the pulley, but she brought it right back just enough time, because my manager finally let me know that I was going to stay on the route that I was already halfway done with. So in my mind, you know, I just remembered, okay, she wants me to hurry with this. But I got to a point where I was like, no, my life is more important. So I don't care if it's dark or light. I'm not over rushing myself. I'm going to move at my pace that is okay for me, because no, doing all that rushing and all that pressure, like, that makes my chest hurt. So I'm going to move in my speed, and my safety is more important. And that's that. Like, sometimes we have to speed down roads that we're not supposed to speed down on, or go fast, way faster than the speed limit. And it's because they want us back at a certain time, and it's really confusing. The law says you don't need to be on your phone while driving, or you don't, you know, speeding over the speed limit. But the post office, I guess the post office is excluded from that or something, because that's what we gotta do. So that happened. I wasn't gonna rush anymore. I started not to care. I started waking up late, and then going, and just did not care, because you're not paying me my full amount. I don't know how much you're supposed to pay me, and then you rushing me on top of that. And then another thing that one of the employees there, they said that they had a conversation telling her that I did have anxiety, and she said she didn't care. So if she doesn't care about my anxiety, I'm not about to care about her numbers. I'm not about to care about this job. Y'all still about to pay me for whatever time that I come late, but I'm still getting paid. So I just didn't care. There was 2 times that I called out. First time that I called out, I didn't let her know, you know, nothing was said, it was cool or whatever. And I was like, cool, because I needed to take time for myself. I wanted to spend time with my family. I wanted to spend time at home. I wanted to get some rest. And that's what I did. So after that, I pretty much just, it was a shrug of the shoulders. Like, I did what I could, the best of my ability, and that was that. Like, I did meet some good people there. I did meet more toxic people there than good people. I had to leave. I will also enter in the clip where I was letting the lady know that I was leaving. I did eventually have to talk to my the manager, not one of the ladies that's there as well. Excuse me. And all she said when I left, when I was telling her I was resigning, she just said, okay, cool, that's fine. And I was just like, okay, cool, you know, we hung up the phone, that was it. But I will enter all the clips and let y'all know. But those are the reasons why I left the post office. Like, I don't have an issue delivering packages. I don't have an issue with driving. I have an issue when it gets dark, and I have an issue when I'm being rushed. Especially if I wasn't told in the beginning of the job that there was a certain time that we had to be back. Didn't know that. I was never told that for all the times that I delivered packages until recently, and that was like a month or two after I've been working there. So it's kind of like, don't ask me to rush or tell me about a time I need to be back if you didn't tell me that from the get-go. So I would have known that. So I had to go. I don't know if I see them continue to work for the post office. I can't do the not getting paid on time. I can't do the always having to go back and check my time to make if I work, you need to pay me on time. You need to put in my hours. If you're gonna be a boss, I'm gonna need you to care about your employers, care, because a lot of people there have anxiety. A lot of people there are going through other things. I'm going through things myself, and you can't talk to people like that. Like the way my manager would talk to people, you cannot talk to people like that. I don't understand. And a lot of people have already quit the job because of her nasty attitude and how she is. I just can't be in that environment and that just be okay. It's just, I can't do it. So I went ahead and left. But like I said, guys, I'm going to just put more work and try to be more consistent with this YouTube, because your girl got monetized. So I'm monetized now, so I'm gonna start getting that check, okay?
Your call has been forwarded.
Hey, Miss Shay.
Hey, Tessa, how are you?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm doing fine. I hate that you feel like that.
Yeah, like when I came in, I pretty much was okay with just like working on Sundays, and then she said possibly Saturdays, because my daughter, my 4-year-old, we homeschool her. Okay. And then, you know, like plans change up, and I had to understand, like, okay, it's peak season and I'm gonna just try my best.
Right.
And then it's just my anxiety with the darkness, right. And then the deers. It's just stuff that I wasn't used to or wasn't aware of, I guess. Yeah. And then Miss Jones, she kind of has I don't know what I would call it, but that part I didn't really agree with that.
Right.
And then I'm not used to getting paid like 65% and then the rest later.
Well, that was a one-time thing. You know, that don't happen like that. That was a one-time thing. You know, with that part of it. Like this week won't be like that. That just happened like that.
See, I didn't know.
Yeah, no, that's not it. Or honestly, it happened because, like, you know, I'm new over there, right? I'm new also over there. I'm not new to the post office, but I'm new there. And you know, I had understanding that she was gonna do the time, and she had the understanding that I was gonna do the time, and it was just lack of communication between me and her.
Oh, okay.
That caused that to happen. Yeah. So it doesn't happen like that often. Well, never really.
Yeah,
But I get it. But with the season about to be over, you would probably go back to just your Sundays. But I can't, guarantee that for sure. You know, but like the 6 o'clock stops on Friday, as far as everybody coming in at 6, because that's just for the Christmas season. You know, so I mean, you can think about it, but of course, I would have to write you up if you did come back for calling out twice already. So
yeah, I just because I know, like, most of y'all don't know, like, my personal life, but before I started that job, I go to a counselor. I have a counselor because the situations that happen at home, and then also situations like for me that's was from like years ago that I kept sweeping under the rug. So it's like I had anxiety and I was getting through like a healing process, and then the job kind of just
increased it.
Yeah, because like I'm not used to driving that dark in like places I don't know, so it kind of like I'm just freaking out, and I'm already trying to work on healing and also work on not doing certain things to, as far as like with my anxiety. So it's just, I was just when I spoke to the counselor, she was like, Tessa, it's gonna be best that you go ahead and leave because we're already in a process of trying to get you better. And I'm just like, it was hard.
Right. I mean, I get it. I understand. We all gotta do, what's best for our mental.
Yeah.
So I get it. I would have to get you to like come in and like resign.
Okay.
So we can send the paperwork up.
Okay.
Because if not, then it'll be like you're still on our rolls and you're not. So that's like the proper process.
Okay.
I'll be there tomorrow and Friday. Miss Jones won't be there at all. So I can, get the paperwork from you.
Okay.
If you want to come. So you mean I gotta tell her?
I'm so sorry. See, I would be okay with telling her if it wasn't like a possible hang up in the face again, or
like what?
I say if it wasn't like a hang up in the face, or I might get some type of attitude or something like that, instead of like you're saying you understand and stuff like that, because people do go through things, and I'm like, I don't know if Miss Jones really understands that, and I wish she did, but I can't work in that environment like that, and especially like talking to her, I don't know how the conversation is gonna go.
Well,
and
as far as like giving her all the details, like one lady, since I've been there, one lady didn't come, and she was just basically told her I'm not going to be able to fulfill my duties here any longer. And that was it. Like, she didn't go into detail as far as, what, because really that's your choice,
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so,
I mean, I'm off today. That's the only reason.
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Talk with her.
Okay. Okay, I'll probably have to call her. When does she leave the office?
She probably leaves this evening, like when all the carriers get back, because I'm also I don't know because she could get Miss Alicia to stay this evening. So
but yeah, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, excuse yourself from the video. You can go ahead and subscribe, leave your comments down below. Like I said, let me know your experiences. I want to know if there's like other areas that have issues, the same issues, drama, not getting paid on time, the toxic or the bad attitude boss, manager, whatever she is. Like, I really want to know y'all experiences. If y'all can leave them down below, we can chit chat, because I think that'll be funny. But yeah, guys, that's it for the video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys have a blessed day, and yeah, bye.
Smoking on this iPad, my baby, she exotic, but together we so toxic. It's me, you and Mary Jane. This thing will never change. We take off like a plane.